is a systematic process, fully computerized, fully integrated into our new product development process, where we rate each ingredient, each component that goes into our products on a number of environmental dimensions. And each category gets a total score it's like a total environmental score for their business. And everybody's measured against it, and everybody has objectives against improving the measure. And we've institutionalized that process over the last decade, and we have made a huge progress. You tend to run into this trade-off, and the trade-off is, you try to make your product more sustainable, but sometimes that drives costs up and the consumer experience down. And sometimes there's this trade-off. Obviously, the goal is to do better on all three, and many times we're able to do that when we work on it and focus on it. And that, of course, is kind of the win-win-win. Better cost, better environment, and better consumer experience. Sometimes we're not able to do that. And what we've historically done is we've said, okay, the times we're not able to do that, we've got to make a choice. We're either going to do this or not do it. And so we prioritize, and those things that we feel are important, we just do, regardless of the cost or what happens to consumer experience. The others that aren't so important, we put on the back burner, and we wait for technology to evolve or the environment to change in some way, and then we'll put it back on the shelf. We can start small, fail fast in the developed markets. We have very sophisticated tools to do that. Fast prototyping, we've got very sophisticated consumer tests that allow us to quickly test on a small scale. But it's much harder to test things that have that incorporate a totally different business model. And the developing markets does allow us to do that in ways that we can in the developed, and so in that way it is a very good learning lab for us. I am very optimistic about the things that we're doing. It's more rooted in a number of the things that we're doing in the developed markets. And a number of the new approaches that we're using to tackle this issue. I'm also optimistic because I see the environment around us changing, and I think that is going to help us be able to go faster. So, for example, even though the consumer's mindset today isn't where all of us would like it to be, I think that is changing.